Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Today we are going to learn how to write an effective classification essay. First, we should learn what is a classification essay. Classification essay is a normal essay that the writer tries to organize or sort out things into categories or types. So, in order to start writing, we need to plan what the ideas that we are going to include in our essay. So there are three key steps to write a good, effective classification or to prepare good ideas before writing. The first thing is to sort out things into useful categories. Second, make sure all categories are following a single organizing principle. And we are going to see an example of this in a little while. The third thing is to give examples that fit into each category. And this is another thing that we should prepare before writing a good essay. Let's think about finding good categories, and this is something that you can think about or you can search on the web about good categories that you can include, and they should have some logical way and logical order. Okay, so if you are going to write about a topic or classify a topic, think about the principle first. You may have more than one principle. Let me give an example of types of cars. If you are writing a classification essay about the types of cars, you have different principles according to what you are going to classify these types. Is it going to be according to the engine? Accordingly, you should write about the types of the engine that the cars have, like diesel, petrol, gas, electric. Or you'd like to discuss that topic according to the size of the car. Accordingly, you will have different categories like subcompact, compact, mid-size, and full size. So at the beginning, you need to think about the good principle that you will follow. Then you choose which categories or the categories to include, right? Now your ideas are ready. Let's think about how you compose your writing. So, the similar to what we have learned before about essay writing, you start with a good introduction, followed by body paragraph one. In this respect, we will have the first type, and then we have the second type in the third paragraph. For the fourth paragraph, we have type three, and then you can have a conclusion, and they will make good five paragraphs. And this is, we can say, a normal essay of classification. Of course, you can add more categories according to the type, according to the topic you are writing about. And if you are writing a research paper, of course, you are going to include more topics with more elaboration. But let's focus on what to include here. You need to think about including facts in each type. Also include pros and cons, the and advantages and the disadvantages of each type. Include also examples, and examples should be all over the essay writing. So to start with, about introduction. So you usually have the opening sentences. You can include a rhetorical question or a general statement. Also, you may include a topic significance, why that topic is important and why you are writing about it. Also, you can include a single example as an opening sentence in the introduction. Okay? For the thesis statement, a thesis statement may look like this. If you're writing about tourist types in Muscat, so you can have a nice thesis statement like this. Tourists in Muscat can enjoy three water sports: snorkeling, surfing, and sailing. And these three types that you are mentioning here or what you are going to discuss later in the body paragraphs. What about the body paragraphs? So, if you are going to write the body paragraphs, basically stick to three body paragraphs. So, and similarly, you can start with a rhetorical question. You may speak about why it is important. Mention as many facts as you may include, and you can get it from the web, from a book, or you can make them up if you are writing a classification essay, an exam, and you don't have lots of ideas. It's okay to lie in this. Also, you may include some examples. An example may be from a real life, right? And again, you can make it up just to make a good elaboration, a good writing form, right? Let me mention three main tips, okay, at the end of this video. You need to think about while writing. The first thing is to classify by a single principle. And this is something that I mentioned at the beginning of this video. So don't allow a different principle to pop up unexpectedly. You need to focus on a single principle. You are writing about the types of cars according to the engine. Okay, so don't talk about the sizes and so on, right? Also, determine the categories. So stick to three. Three will be fine. And don't include too many categories, which will blur your classification if you're writing a research paper. Okay? Support equally each category with examples. And this is my last tip to you. And this is something that you need to stick to. You should give as equal examples as you have through the text that you are making. So, and this is something that you need to stick to. Of course, the one category may take more than one example. That's fine, but you should have a minimum size for each paragraph. Okay. Now you can start writing a good and effective classification essay.